President Obama caps his 6-day visit to Europe. Here at home, the field of Republicans who won his job appears to be taking shape. One of those is former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, perhaps, who takes off on a bus trip tomorrow that has all the trappings of a presidential campaign. Here to discuss the latest development in the 2012 campaign is CBS News political analyst John Dickerson. Of course, he's in D.C. John, good morning to you.
Good morning, Russ.
So as we look ahead over the next few days, Michelle Bachmann and Mitt Romney expected to make it official. Sarah Palin announces this bus trip. Do you think her decision had anything to do with these other folks saying, I'm going to come out now and make an announcement?
Well, they were moving towards making an announcement, so the dates of their actual announcement probably were fixed. There's no evidence that Palin changed them. But the announcement of the announcement for those candidates, at least in Mitt Romney's case, he announced that next week in New Hampshire he'll make it official. That came on the heels of the Palin news. One of the reasons they string out these announcements is that so they can jump into the news cycle when they need to. Romney was able to do that right after the Palin news, so he was a part of the conversation.
From a political standpoint, I guess a legal standpoint, as far as campaign laws are concerned, when does Sarah Palin have to announce? How long can she wait?
She's got some time. She can continue this dance where is she or isn't she getting in the race. She's got till the fall, so she can go out there, test the waters, continue to talk about the things that interest her. And if she decides in the end not to run, she hasn't hurt her brand, which is only burnished by getting out there and meeting with the folks who love her so much.
The White House would never talk about this publicly, but from what you're hearing and from what you're seeing out there, who would the White House like to see as an opponent in 2012?
Well, they do come pretty close to saying they'd love to see Sarah Palin be the nominee. And why would they love that? Well, because she, among voters, is unpopular, and also particularly among independent voters. She's quite unpopular, 70% saying they wouldn't vote for her. They also have serious qualms about her qualifications for office. But if they're cocky about Sarah Palin being the nominee, they have to worry about her getting in the race at all, because what could happen is, while she might not get the nomination, her entrance into the race would create a lot of interest in the Republican field, and a lot of voters would be watching these debates and things. While they may not sign up with Sarah Palin, they might see another candidate, Tim Pawlenty or Mitt Romney, and think, wow, maybe they'd make a good president, and that's not something the White House would like to see.
Again, those are the candidates that worry the White House the most?
You can tell pretty much who worries the White House by who they target. Now, targeting doesn't necessarily mean they're critical. In fact, the White House does it by killing them with kindness. They talk about Mitt Romney's plan for health care in Massachusetts, how that was a model for the Obama effort. Well, that's poison inside the Republican race, where they attack Romney for his health care plan in Massachusetts. And they do the same thing with John Huntsman, former ambassador to China, ambassador under President Obama. They said he did a great job. And that, of course, is also problematic for Huntsman within the Republican race, because the Republicans wonder what he was doing working for President Obama. So those are two that worry the president and at the White House. I read somewhere where in one poll, Rudy Giuliani, who's not even in the race, is on top. Does that say anything to you? Well, it says that this storyline continues, which is that a lot of Republicans are not happy with the current field. Rudy Giuliani is not particularly running. He's not in a lot of polls. He had a rather disastrous race last time in 2008. He started at the top of the polls and then went straight down. But what it shows is that in an Associated Press poll recently, 45% of Republicans said they weren't happy with the current field. And so this unfocused unhappiness kind of attaches to whoever's out there, even if those people aren't necessarily running. John Dickerson in Washington. As always, thanks a lot.